Seniors, please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Legacy of Educational Excellence High School Graduation Ceremony. The graduates would like to thank all parents, friends, students, teachers, and faculty for being here today to support the Lee High School senior class of 2022. My name is Maria Yesenia Velasquez, and I'll be your mistress of ceremonies for today's commencement. My fellow classmates, I'm happy to say that we're here today to tell the world we're ready to take the next steps in life. We're also here to celebrate with our parents, families, friends, teachers, and staff that have supported us and are proud to see us walk the stage. Let us begin our ceremony by recognizing the country that provides us an opportunity to achieve a quality education. We ask everyone to please rise and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States flag, followed by our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Now, it is my honor to introduce the distinguished guests from the Northeast Independent School District and our school are present on stage. Please hold your applause until each group of individuals have been introduced. As I call your name, please stand. Joining us this evening from the 2022 Northeast Independent School District Board of Trustees, Mrs. Shannon Grona, President. Mrs. Terry Williams, Vice President. Mrs. Sandy Huey, Secretary. Mr. David Byer, Trustee. Mr. Steve Hilliard, Trustee. Mrs. Marsha Landry, Trustee. And Mrs. Deanne Villarreal, Trustee. We would also like to recognize and thank the NEISD executive staff for making this ceremony possible. Superintendent Dr. Sean Micah, Chief Financial Officer Mr. Dan Villarreal, Chief of Schools and Leadership Mr. Rudy Jimenez, Chief Instructional Officer Mr. Anthony Jarrett, Chief Operation Officer Mr. Dan Anthony Mitchell, and Executive Director of Campus Administration, Dr. Justin Oxley. It is my pleasure now to introduce the administration of the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School. Mr. David Crow, Principal, and our Assistant Principals, Mr. David Drecke, Ms. Denise Hinchman, Mr. James Morris, Ms. Michelle Ramirez Castañeda, and Dr. Cal Wolfsberg. Additionally, we would like to introduce Ms. Jennifer Jensen, Director of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Academy, and Ms. Lenita Spurlock, Director of Northeast School of the Arts. We will also like to introduce our counselors who have spent countless of hours listening to us, changing schedules, and working hard to help us realize this achievement. Mrs. Tanya del Valle, Mr. Josh Lopez, Ms. Christy Lopez, Ms. Nancy Villavicencio, Ms. Michelle Watkins, Ms. Rebecca Ayala, STEM counselor, Dr. Vanessa Cantu, STEM counselor. Finally, we would also like to recognize and thank our senior class sponsors, Ms. Valerie Wilcox, along with Ms. Arlen Montero, our advisor from Trinity University College Advising Corps. Today, we recognize where our journey has started. I would like to introduce Annalisa Wood, who will deliver the Looking Back address.
Good evening, faculty, administration, parents, and students. It is an honor to be here with all of my classmates representing the class of 2022. Today is a turning point in each of our lives. As a class, we had a unique high school experience with many obstacles that few other classes in the history of this school have had to overcome. And we are now getting ready to say goodbye to our high school days. We have grown so much over our short 4 years here. I look back and remember the friendships and connections we have forged with our classmates, and here we are surrounded by them. We arrived on campus freshman year, ready to see old friends, make new ones, and begin our high school journey, wearing our clear backpacks for all the world to see everything inside. By the end of sophomore year, we were learning remotely, and all of us, students, families, and faculty, were adapting to live and learn in a new way. Still now, we hold in our hearts those we lost, and we are appreciative for those that are with us here today. We've also had some triumphs over our time here. Junior year, our boys soccer team won state championships. Go Big Red! And we slowly went back to school, having become masters of Google Classroom. And by springtime, we returned to having in-person events and performances. We spent the last few months of high school thinking about our next journey in life, if and where we should go to college, or how we will go to college. And some of us have struggled to turn in those final assignments of the year and study for those final tests. Finally, we have come to our end of our senior year, and today we graduate. As we celebrate today, we reflect on all those who have supported us. We cherish all the good memories and lessons learned, as these critical moments have made us who we are and make us strong and ready to face the future. We have accomplished so much. Our voices and passions make a difference. Speak up, have fun, live in the moment, be present, and surround yourself with people you love and care about. We are the class of 2022, and we are ready to change the world.
Annalisa, thank you for your words of inspiration. Today, we also recognize that we are the future. I would like to introduce Austin Coe, who will deliver the Looking Forward address.
You know, for this looking forward speech, I was watching a bunch of recorded graduation speeches for inspiration, and there was this one line I kept on hearing over and over again: never give up. Now, despite how iconic this line is, I don't think it's always right. Never give up. There are a lot of different ways to interpret this phrase, and I think that we have to realize that sometimes when we don't give up, it can mean we hang on to things, and we end up getting stuck in place. That sometimes there's something we feel we can't give up, but need to give up. For me, I look around and I'm seeing faces here. The faces of people I've grown up with. People that I've seen every day of every week through middle school and high school. People that became not just my friends, but my family. I can't imagine living life without them, and yet we're all going down different paths. We're going down our separate ways. I have to give them up. As much as I want things to just stay the same, I understand that this has to happen. It's a part of life. You know, just as you get settled in, you're launching into this new chapter where you have to figure things out again. And it's scary, it really is, all this uncertainty and obscurity, but that's why I think it's important that we realize that right now, we're only looking at one side of the coin. We're taking our first steps into the real world now, and it's scary because you don't know how well you'll do. But I think you should give yourself a little more credit. You've made it this far, you managed to make your friends, to make decisions, you managed to figure things out, right? And even if you're about to jump into a clean slate now, guess what? You've already done all those things before, and you'll be able to do them again. It's not the end of the world for us, it's the beginning. And we'll be able to figure it out then, just as we did here. Now I'm gonna go back to the never give up talk because there's another way to interpret that. I mean, never give up is such an absolute phrase. It sounds like never change directions, but I don't think that's true either. There will be times where you should give up on one thing and shift gears so you can go for something that's a better fit. Saying never give up in this sense is a little bit unrealistic. So what if we stopped saying that? What if instead we said what I think that phrase is really trying to get at? What if we said, never stop moving forward? Now I'll admit it's probably not as catchy nor as popular, but hear me out. You can't never give up because there will be times you do have to give up. Times you have to leave behind places and people, familiarity and comfort. Times that you may have to change directions, change paths. Whatever the case may be, you might find yourself in the position to give up, and that's okay. What I think matters is whether, despite all the changes and the hardships and the goodbyes, you keep on moving forward, or if you come to a complete stop and give up once and for all. Of all the different ways to think about giving up, that's the worst one, when you get stuck in place and then you just stay there. I hope it never comes to that for any of us, and I don't think it will, because we're coming out of high school as people who don't have all the answers in life, but we're capable of figuring things out. All the people we've met here, all the things we've learned here, while those things may not have made us automatic experts in life, we can figure things out now. And I believe that, along with a lot of willpower, is all it takes for us to live our lives, to do great things along the way, to keep on moving forward. I believe in the people that Lee, STEM, and NISA have been able to build up. I believe in us, and I believe we have a lot to look forward to as long as we never stop moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin, for your words of inspiration. At this time, I would like to welcome our principal to the podium, Mr. David Crow. Mr. Crow will have a few words for our seniors, and he will then present the senior class of 2022 to Dr. Sean Micah, Superintendent of Northeast Independent School of Districts. Dr. Micah will then present the class of 2022 to the Board of Trustees. District 3 Trustee, Ms. Diane Villarreal, who will accept the class on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Crow.
Class of 2022, I cannot express to you just how proud I am of all of you. When we started the year, we were still dealing with ramifications due to the pandemic and guidelines for school safety. Over your high school years, you have navigated remote learning, virtual instruction, in-person instruction while wearing masks, and then without masks if you so chose. And now you've reached this moment despite the obstacles that were set before you. Many of you are making plans for your future. Some of you are choosing to enter our military by volunteering to serve in one of the branches or attending a military academy on an appointment that you have earned. Please accept my sincere gratitude for your choice to protect the freedoms that we enjoy as Americans. Some of you are choosing to go to a college or a trade school. Let me congratulate you on your choice to further your education. and some of you are choosing to enter our workforce as productive citizens in our society. I'd like to wish each of you the very best as you make this transition from high school, and I hope that we've prepared each and every one of you for the choice that you have made for your future. I want to encourage you to do 3 things as you leave the legacy of Educational Excellence High School. Number 1, invest in yourself. Continue to learn every day to better yourself for whatever choice that you have made for your next step. Seek out a mentor. Find someone that can help you be successful in your future choice, whether it's college, career, or military enlistment. And lastly, number 3, never forget where you came from. My parents taught me that lesson when I was 18 by giving me a bulldog statue that represented my high school mascot so that I would remember where I came from. When I look at it, I remember all that I've gone through to get to where I am during each step of my life. That bulldog sits in my office, and it's been with me every step of the way since my high school graduation. No matter where you go, you are and always will be Lee volunteers. We proudly raise our hand to display the LV. We proudly wear our school colors. And we all know there's nothing stronger than the heart of a volunteer. You can clap for that. And the reason you can clap for that is because you, this class of 2022, you've shown that strength all year, no matter your circumstance. And on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School, congratulations to all of our seniors. Will the senior class of 2022 please rise? Dr. Micah, the administration and faculty of Legacy of Educational Excellence High School do hereby certify that the members of the class of 2022 have completed all the requirements for the secondary level of education as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Northeast Independent School District Board of Trustees. It is therefore my recommendation that the Board of Trustees of the Northeast Independent School District confer upon each member a high school diploma with all rights, privileges, and honors rightfully bestowed upon them. I take great pleasure in presenting to you the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School senior class of 2022.
Class of 2022, you may be seated. You have come to the end of a journey and are about to embark on another. Along the way, I am sure that some of you received words of wisdom and advice that your teachers may have shared with you. I recently heard a graduating senior share a quote from one of his teachers that put life in perspective for him. The quote was, "You didn't come this far only to come this far." The teacher was essentially saying, you have invested so much in getting here. Why stop now? Keep going. You have arrived at what will be just one of many destinations. And I know that some of you, this journey has had its challenges. You endured late nights, personal challenges, school challenges, and endured some challenges that you may not have even shared with your friends or your family. But the fact is you made it. But you're only getting started. Many of you are heading to college or plan to enter the workforce or have already enlisted in a branch of the military. You are now prepared to take the next step and possess the tools needed to achieve at that next level. Allow me to combine the wise words from this teacher with the wise words of a Greek philosopher. The key is to keep company only with the people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. In modern language, this means hang around with the people who help you become the success that you were born to be. You can be profoundly changed by the positive attitudes, encouragement, and advice of the people around you. You are here because chances are you associated with teachers, friends, or family who encouraged you and supported you. They brought out your best, and your best is what you need to succeed in your next endeavor. You are going to meet many people. Some may uplift you, and others may not. It is only a matter of time, though, that you will encounter people who feed your desire to do your best. One of this nation's founding fathers said that if you want something you have never had, you must be willing to do something that you have never done. You pushed yourself hard. You demonstrated that you possess strength, courage, persistence, and endurance. This evening, you have proven to yourself that you will do and can do what it takes to succeed at your next journey. You are prepared. You are equipped. Remember, you didn't come this far to stop now. Be the positive force that leaves your unique impression on the world. Congratulations, class of 2022. Miss Villarreal, as superintendent, I hereby certify that the class of 2022 of the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School has met all requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Northeast Independent School District. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Micah. Good evening to family, friends, and members of the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School Class of 22. Thank you for the privilege of allowing me to be here this evening to honor all the graduates on behalf of the entire Northeast ISD Board of Trustees. This is a milestone in your life, and I would like you to take a moment to reflect upon who and what helped you achieve this goal. Please remember how much your parents, friends, or other relatives have helped you achieve this accomplishment. We know it was not an easy journey to be where you are today. That being said, now is not the time to sit back and rest upon your laurels, as you have many other things to accomplish in this world. Please always remember that during this journey, you have received both the skills and the knowledge gained from your time in Legacy that will help you succeed in all your future goals. In addition, you have gained experiences from the world outside of your classroom. You will find these experiences were not by accident, and they will help you with future successes. During the next phase of your journey, you will begin to learn who and what you are capable of. As you continue to grow and move forward, make it a daily choice to continue learning and never stop seeking the truth about the world in which you live. Try to live your life with joy in the small things and gratitude for what others do for you. Always remember that a great attitude is a huge part of your future successes. I wish you all the best of what our beautiful world has to offer as you step into your new lives as adults. On behalf of the Northeast ISD Board of Trustees and the entire NEISD community, congratulations to each and every graduate of Legacy of Educational Excellence High School Class of 2022. Mr. Crow and Mr. Micah, as a representative of the Board of the Trustees of the Northeast Independent School District, it is an honor to confirm and accept the certification of the Class of 2022 of Legacy of Educational Excellence in High School, accordance with the requirements as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Northeast Independent School District. You guys are awesome, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the granting of the diplomas, the administration and faculty of the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School wish to express their pride in the accomplishment of the class of 2022. The senior class as a whole has been offered a total of $7.2 million in scholarships. At this time, we also wish to give special recognition to several groups of outstanding graduates. The following graduates are National Merit Scholars, National Merit Finalist Scholars, and National Merit Hispanic Scholars. These students are recognized for their outstanding academic achievement based on their PSAT's qualification scores during their junior year. National Merit Scholars, please stand. Please be seated. The following graduates received honor cords, which are recognized for outstanding academic accomplishments. Honor students graduating summa cum laude received gold cords and have a grade point average of 100 or higher. Summa cum laude, please stand. Please be seated. Honor students graduating magna cum laude received silver cords and have a grade point average of 95 to 99. Magna cum laude, please stand. Please be seated. Honor students graduating cum laude received white cords and have a grade point average of 90 to 94. Cum laude, please stand. Please be seated. Graduates who are members of the National Honor Society received the white and blue stoles. Each was selected for membership of the basis of scholars, character, service, and leadership. National Honor Society, please stand. Please be seated. The graduating class of the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Academy received silver stoles. Students, please stand. Please be seated. The graduating class of the Northeast School of the Arts received gray stoles. Students, please stand. Please be seated. We would also like to extend our deepest gratitude to all of our graduates who will be leaving to serve their nation in all branches of the armed forces. Students, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated.
Now we will have the presentation of the diplomas. At this time, will the first two rows of seniors please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas. The crier announcing the first designated group of seniors will be Mr. Mark Hansen. He will be followed by Mr. Jose Carlos de la Garza Tamez and then Mrs. Stacy Brooks. The scholarship for each student has been designated by the student. You may find a more complete listing of all of the awarded scholarships that our seniors reported in your program. Parents, guardians, and friends, these students have worked very hard to reach this point in their lives, and every one of them honors our school with his or her presence. In return, the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School faculty and staff have made every attempt to see that they express their gratitude by offering a commencement exercise that provides the respect that they deserve. I ask that you extend the same respect to these graduates and our school by helping preserve the dignity of this occasion and our tradition of exemplary graduation ceremonies, and that you display your pride and congratulations in only the most appropriate manner. Presenting the senior class with their diplomas will be members of the Board of Trustees, and the first presenter is District 3 Trustee, Mrs. Diane Villarreal.
Rosa Bella Acevedo, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Parsons School of Design Scholarship. Sophia Isabella Aldaz, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Hofstra University Presidential Scholarship. Dylan Michael Aleman, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Ahil R. Ali, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Simmons Horton Allison III, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Las Casas Foundation Performing Arts Scholarship. Jasmine Yadira Alvarado, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, San Antonio Education Partner Scholarship. Dominic Anthony Orocha, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Caitlin Molina Arocho, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas State University Achievement Scholarship. Esmeralda Artiaga, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Giovan Sebastian Avalos, summa cum laude. Eka Ayala Lopez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Jackson Emmanuel Lewis Bagley, summa cum laude. Tucker Steele Barkley, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Giselle Sidney Barmore, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, NEISD Council of PTA's Blossom Scholarship. Elizabeth Allison Baisley, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Sarah Lawrence College Dean Scholarship. Kaylee Ashlyn Baer, summa cum laude. Ethan Jude Bowers, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Kenton Harris Brake, summa cum laude, Texas A&M University Century Scholars Award. Francesca Azul Cancino, summa cum laude, Texas Tech University Presidential Merit Scholarship. Jose Luis Carmona, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Caitlin Nicole Castillo, summa cum laude. Aryan Chowdhury, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Devin Samuel Chavarria Paniagua, summa cum laude, Texas State University Achievement Scholarship. Moses Wesley Chavez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Thomas J. Coffey, summa cum laude, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Presidential Scholarship. Adriana Lene Cortez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of Texas San Antonio Esteemed Scholar. Ava Sophia Ditto, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. William Foster Doby, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Emily Elizabeth Dare, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Devani Maria Esparza, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. William Sheldon Fitch Jr., summa cum laude. Ella Yanzi Flister, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Gabriela Grace Flores, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Missouri State University Academic Excellence Scholarship. Robert Ferguson Fuller III, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Christopher Andrew Garcia Jr., summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Isabella Rose Garcia, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Lucille Virginia Gibbs, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Jaden Amaria Ann Glover, summa cum laude, University of Arizona Distinction Award. David Camilo Gonima, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Meadows School of the Arts, Artistic Scholarship. Lizandra Suzette Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Allison Grace Hall, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas Tech University, Presidential Scholarship. Andre Kevin Hercules, summa cum laude. Teresa Gloria C. Hernandez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Jasmine Vanessa Hernandez Vasquez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Kimberly Nicole Hernandez Segovia, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Aslan Ambry Herrera, summa cum laude, Schreiner University Hope Scholarship. Jane Marie Kamada, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Northeastern University Dean's Scholarship. Austin Shuo Hang Ko, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of Texas Dallas Academic Excellence Scholarship. Anna Maria Kuzenberger, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Otterbein University Theater Talent Award. Ella Ruth LaGrange, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. James Davin Lee, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Genesis Mia Lopez, summa cum laude. Yanira Uri Lujan, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Nicholas Ryan Mantini, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas A&M President's Achievement Scholarship. Chloe Taiko Marcucci, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Joshua Aaron McAllanese, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Tulane University Paul Tulane Leadership Award. Larissa Adriana Melig, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Angie Paula Mendoza Morales, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Lisa Marie Mendoza Morales, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Madison Willow Mesa, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Matthew Ryan Miller, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Trinity University Murchison Scholarship. Juniper Calliope Mills, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Alea Rose Morales, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Boston Conservatory at Berkeley Talent Scholarship. Samuel Jose Malero Gonzalez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Ayan Samir Momin, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Diana Monreal, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Larkin Lizette Mulliner, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Miles Munoz, summa cum laude. Ariana Sheree Murphy, summa cum laude, University of Dallas Presidential Scholarship. Aya Hoshi Narayan, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Dexter Solo Navage, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Valianne Ortiz, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Emiliano Oyuvides, summa cum laude. Charlie Hall Pena, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Jonathan Bijan Perales, summa cum laude, St. Mary's University Gateway Scholarship. Mallory Ray Perez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Nadia Maylin Perry, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Sophia Madeline Palate, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Diego Emilio Ponce, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Rachel Noel Renteria, summa cum laude. Jake Karsten Resloff, summa cum laude, University of Texas San Antonio Distinguished Presidential Scholarship. Alan Diego Richardson, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas State University Merit Scholarship. Jordan Amor Rockhill, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas State University Merit Scholarship. Felicia Rebecca Rodriguez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Mercedes Rain Rodriguez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Rolando Rogelio Rodriguez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Luz Romero, summa cum laude, Texas Lutheran University Presidential Scholarship. Russell Leonard Rosinski, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Colorado School of Mines Provost Award. Daniel Alejandro Salas Sanchez, summa cum laude. Andres Sandoval Cruz, summa cum laude. Eric Santos, summa cum laude. Colin Tyler Sherman, summa cum laude. Paul August Scoggin, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Sydney Kate Scrimpture, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Long Island University President's Honor Scholarship. Taliesin Brett Smith, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Pace University President's Scholarship. Alexander James Stevenson, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Auburn University Academic Presidential Scholarship. Matthew Patrick Thomas, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas A&M University President's Achievement Scholarship. Belen Paloma Thompson, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, St. Mary's University Gateway Scholarship. Devin Gale Towery, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. John Rocco Valadez, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, University of the Incarnate Word Academic Scholarship. Dario Thomason Vargas, summa cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Riley McBride Vincent, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas State University Achievement Scholarship. Landon Dixon Perales Weaver, summa cum laude. Benjamin William Pascal Welchman, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Vanessa May Wiley, summa cum laude, National Honor Society. Erin Elizabeth Willett, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas State University Merit Scholarship. Bennett Lawrence Wilson, summa cum laude, Berklee College of Music Scholarship. Daphne Nicole Winter, summa cum laude. Caitlin Riley Zamani, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas Tech Presidential. My bad. Caitlin Riley Zamani, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, Texas Tech University Presidential Merit Scholarship. Annalisa Ashley Barrera Wood, summa cum laude, National Honor Society, St. Mary's University Engineering Program Scholarship. Austin Michael Bennett, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Yamilet Blas, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, North Central Rotary Club of San Antonio Scholarship. Joshua Priest Blount, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Austin Walker Bobbitt, magna cum laude, Columbia College of Chicago Creatives Award. Jasmine Alicia Botello, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Martha Elizabeth Cabrera, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Ashley Casas, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Kaylee Madison Cates, magna cum laude, University of St. Thomas Basilian Distinguished Scholarship. Carlos Emilio Craig, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Ryan Armando De Leon, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Rosalba Lizeth Diaz Herrera, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Haley Ray Farr, magna cum laude. Susan Gamboa, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Carlos Enrique Garcia Jr., magna cum laude. Sophia Danielle Garza, magna cum laude. Juana Priscilla Gonzalez Aguilar, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Rodolfo Royce Guevara, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Daniel Alejandro Herrera Gomez, magna cum laude, University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Nikolai Daniel Hussey, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Frank Michael Micah Jaster II, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Riley James Kellum II, magna cum laude. Isabella Giselle Lancone, magna cum laude, St. Edward's University Dean's Achievement Scholarship. Elijah Alejandro Lopez, magna cum laude, University of the Incarnate Word Academic Scholarship. Oscar Francisco Marquez, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Vanessa Martinez, magna cum laude, National Honor Society. Moshta Mohammadi, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Marcos Oceano Montalvo, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Madison Patricia Moscrip, magna cum laude. Lana Marie Newman, magna cum laude. Fatima Itzel Larato, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Aurelie Palomo, magna cum laude, Our Lady of the Lake University Presidential Excellence Scholarship. Stephanie Pedroza Razo, magna cum laude. Santiago Perez Ramirez, magna cum laude. Alakai Isaac Peter Escamilla, magna cum laude. Mia Cassandra Palade, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Dante Raphael, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Aranza Naomi Ramos Vela, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Mia Dolce Rangel, magna cum laude, John Cabot University Presidential Scholarship. Gabriel Pedro Rodriguez, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Jaslyn Nadine Rodriguez, magna cum laude, National Honor Society. Mercedes Victoria Saucedo, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. William Thomas Saucedo, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Gail Smith, magna cum laude. Quentin Robert Snow, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Amy Virginia Toms, magna cum laude. Ruby Kiara Tovar Alvarado, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Enrique Nelio Urquico Jr., magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Melena A. Valdez, magna cum laude. Eric Alberto Valles Lopez, magna cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Crystal Brianne Vanegas, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Sofia Isabella Zapatero, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Zandra Isabel Zuniga Duarte, magna cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate.
Mia Gabriela Asturias, cum laude. Angela Barreto, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Alberto Isaí Bautista Paulino IX, cum laude. Mauricio Daniel Becerra Montes, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Raúl Benavides III, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Estrella Saray Canseco, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Glenda Cantu, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Eliana Isabel Cárdenas, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Yesenia Daniel Cárdenas, cum laude. Darila Liseth Castellanos Garcia, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Sabrina Brooks Cervantes, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Nevia Marie Crump, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Fernando Alfonso Dado, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Emma Andrea de Leon, cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Emerald Juliana Delgado, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Angelina Christine Diaz, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Jasmine Marie Espinosa, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Clarissa Carmen Flores, cum laude. Lauren Ashley Gallegos, cum laude, Abilene Christian University Endowed Scholarship. Kaylin Garza, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Robert John Kaniulani Gebbia, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Jada Dolores Gomez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Araceli Gonzalez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Ana Patricia Gonzalez Rodriguez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Colin Martin Grace, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Rosalind Marie Gregorio, cum laude, Hardin Simmons University Academic Scholarship. Beverly Heredia, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Genevieve Gwendolyn Hernandez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Shangwe Kayokole, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Diego Jose Lopez Coronado, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Santiago Martinez de la Garza, cum laude. Noah Elias Medellin, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Stephen Medellin, cum laude. Gabriel Zamira Melendez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Nancy Aline Mendoza Malpica, cum laude. Rosaya Binti Mohammed Daoud, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Zainab Mohammadi, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Evan Moreno, cum laude. Darian Gustavo Naranjo Zavala, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Quinn Gordon Niebergall, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Lavelle Elizabeth Olson, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Ariana Renee Ortiz, cum laude. Alina Cecilia Quiñones, cum laude. Alejandra Verónica Quiroga, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Nicholas Alexander Rios, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Gianna Lee Roth, cum laude. Julian Sanchez, cum laude. Chantel Saavedra Savage, cum laude, Our Lady of the Lake University Dean's Merit Scholarship. Jaden Simmons, cum laude. Brandon Soto, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Ariana Gabriela Suarez, cum laude, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Stephanie Tames, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Kimberly Torres, cum laude, University of the Incarnate Word Provost Scholarship. Zayla Ann Valdez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Jordi David Velázquez, cum laude. Aldair de Jesus Villicana Velázquez, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Samantha Abigail Vivanco, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Kimberly Angelina Wright, cum laude, Alamo Promise candidate. Alan Alberto Adam, Alamo Promise candidate. Joseph William Adame, Alamo Promise candidate. Matthew Adames, Alamo Promise candidate. Jared Jose Aguirre Carmona. Destiny Lizette Alanis, Alamo Promise candidate. Michaela Michelle Alanis, Alamo Promise candidate. Ana Rose Alcocer Bailey. Julian Alfaro, Alamo Promise candidate. Areli Jasmine Alonso, Alamo Promise candidate. Faith Alvarez, Alamo Promise candidate. Jonathan Allen Alvarez II, Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts Competitive Scholarship. Dieudonne Amisi, Alamo Promise candidate. Meron Arefe, Alamo Promise candidate. Evelyn Arguelles. Ibrahim Azimbawe, Alamo Promise candidate. Jade Mackenzie Aviles, Alamo Promise candidate. Moon Shadow Baker, Alamo Promise candidate. Hassan Mirimba Balume II, Alamo Promise candidate. Laisha Leticia Barahona, Alamo Promise candidate. Gilbert Barbosa. Rafael Antonio Varillas Melgar, Alamo Promise candidate. Angel Douglas Barnes. Julia Leonor Barrera, Alamo Promise candidate. Alexander Blancas III. Alvaro Blas Juarez, Alamo Promise candidate. Divine Renee Lee Buckholt, Alamo Promise candidate. Antonio Q. Bustamante III, Alamo Promise candidate. Emmanuel Angel Bustos, Alamo Promise candidate. Leonela Cabrera, Alamo Promise candidate. David Cejedes Cadena, Alamo Promise candidate. Isaac Albert Calvo, Alamo Promise candidate. Ricardo Arturo Campos. Nadia Renee Canales, Alamo Promise candidate. Christopher Angel Cano, Alamo Promise candidate. Angelina Marie Cantu, Alamo Promise candidate. J. Isaac Cantu. Laura Lee Ann Cantu, National Honor Society, Alamo Promise candidate. Arwin Alexandria Cardenas. Isaiah Milam Carrillo, Alamo Promise candidate. Sylvia Carrillo, Alamo Promise candidate. Cameron Eric Casares, Alamo Promise candidate. Richard Osvaldo Castañeda Torres, Alamo Promise candidate. Haley Elisa Castellano, Alamo Promise candidate. Dominic Manuel Castilleja, Alamo Promise candidate. Elijah James Castro, Alamo Promise candidate. Giovanni Ariana Castro, Alamo Promise candidate. Antonio Jacinto Cepeda, Alamo Promise candidate. Gabriel Cervantes, Alamo Promise candidate. Jose Aldemardo Chacon, Alamo Promise candidate. Judge Alfonso Chapa, Alamo Promise candidate. Genesis Noemi Suzuki Chavez, Alamo Promise candidate.
Someone took his card. He doesn't have a card. No. He
It is.
needs to come back.
Come back.
Evan Cloninger, I'm Alamo Promise candidate.
Roosevelt, did you? Was that? You don't have yours?
No.
Do I announce it?
Well,
Say Evan Cloninger. It's my name.
Evan Coninger. He doesn't have a card.
Evan Cloninger. Where's Rosalie? Tyree Equise Colvin Jr. Caden Troy Joseph Conitzer III, Alamo Promise candidate. Jaden Rocco Cordero, University of the Incarnate Word, Dean Scholarship. Stephanie Natalia Cordero, Alamo Promise candidate. Carolina Cruz, Alamo Promise candidate. Luis Gerardo Dávila, Alamo Promise candidate. Jonathan Michael De Hoyos, Alamo Promise candidate. Paul Anthony de la Fuente Jr. Juan Ángel de la Rosa, Alamo Promise candidate. Tristan Alfredo de los Santos Moncada, Alamo Promise candidate. Robert Delgado Jr. Chloe Clarissa Diaz, Alamo Promise candidate. Elizabeth Ibarra Diaz, Alamo Promise candidate. Sebastian Diaz, Alamo Promise candidate. Michaela Janae Edwards, Alamo Promise candidate. Angie Alexandra Escamilla Mesta, Alamo Promise candidate. Maximus Alexander Espinosa, Alamo Promise candidate. Juan Antonio Fabila III, Alamo Promise candidate. Christopher James Fisher, Alamo Promise candidate. Genesis Karimi Flores, Alamo Promise candidate. Fernando Antonio Flores Tovar, Alamo Promise candidate. Trinity Rianne Galavis, Alamo Promise candidate. Adrian Gaona, Alamo Promise candidate. Christian Damian Garcia II, Alamo Promise candidate. Giovanni Garcia, Alamo Promise candidate. Giselle Garcia, Alamo Promise candidate. Marisol Areli Garcia Argueta, Alamo Promise candidate. Aiden Matthew Espinosa. Welsi Nayeli Garcia Santos, Alamo Promise candidate. Tavia Monique Gardner, Alamo Promise candidate. Andrew Nick Garza, Alamo Promise candidate. Joanne Marie Garza, Alamo Promise candidate. Malcolm Lewis Giles, Alamo Promise candidate. Jade Celine Gonzalez, Alamo Promise candidate. Karina Ariana Gonzalez. Leila Rochelle Gonzalez.
Carlos Yamir Gonzalez, Alamo Promise candidate. Julia Marie Guerrero, Alamo Promise candidate. Nakibula Gul, Alamo Promise candidate. Isabella Rose Gutierrez, Alamo Promise candidate. Diego Alejandro Gutierrez V, Alamo Promise candidate. Jaden Rain Xavier Harris. Austin Lee Hartman Gruber, Alamo Promise candidate. Donnie Jewel Henderson III, Alamo Promise candidate. Amy Carissa Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Amris Jamie Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Angel Andres Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Aubrey Nicole Hernandez. Daniel J. Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Eric Santiago Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Giovanni Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Priscilla Hernandez, Alamo Promise candidate. Yelena Evelia Hernandez. Cristian Ulises Hernandez Aviles. Harley Renee Hurtado, Alamo Promise candidate. Stevie Ray Hurtado, Alamo Promise candidate. Albert Isaac Ibarra, Alamo Promise candidate. Jesus Hasso Gomez, Alamo Promise candidate. Seth Johnson. Vilma Celeste Juarez, Alamo Promise candidate. Kiluba Kimpinde, Alamo Promise candidate. Connor Lee King, Alamo Promise candidate. Raziel Marks Ladone Sanchez, Alamo Promise candidate. Hamira Lodine, Alamo Promise candidate. Adrian Lopez, Alamo Promise candidate. Michael Lee Angel Lopez. Roman Angel Lopez. Daniel Emilio Lopez Ortega, Alamo Promise candidate. Orlando Anthony Loredo, Alamo Promise candidate. Giselle Lugo, Alamo Promise candidate. Leslie Luna, Alamo Promise candidate. Angel Fernando Mares, Alamo Promise candidate. Amory Rose Martinez, Alamo Promise candidate. Brian Jesus Martinez, Alamo Promise candidate. Michael Santino Martinez, Alamo Promise candidate. Ruby Nicole Martinez, Alamo Promise candidate. Sergio Arturo Martinez Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Alejandra Natalie Martinez Flores, Alamo Promise candidate. Nicandro Venancio Martinez Serrano. Alberto Mata. Kaya Erlene McCoy, Alamo Promise candidate. Abigail Medina, Alamo Promise candidate. Laken E. Rose Melchor, Alamo Promise candidate. Alfredo Mercado Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Miguel Angel Moguel, Alamo Promise candidate. Cristiana Sky Molano, Alamo Promise candidate. Trevor Blake Moon, Alamo Promise candidate. Latrell Bryant Morales, Alamo Promise candidate. Jeremias Nazareth Muniz. Mariana Sofia Munoz, Alamo Promise candidate. Evan Andrew Newhart, Alamo Promise candidate. Andrew Noriega Campos. Devin Nicholas Norris Deneri. Xavier Arturo Ordunez, Alamo Promise candidate. Ana Cecilia Orenales Resendiz, Alamo Promise candidate. Gianna Nicole Ortiz, Alamo Promise candidate. Mateo Pablo Perez, Alamo Promise candidate. Cynthia Yamilet Palomo. Jimmy Patlan Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Mason Nathaniel Patlan, Alamo Promise candidate. Alejandro James Peña Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Vanessa Annabelle Perez. Veronica Isabel Perez. Mark Anthony Rocker Perotti, Alamo Promise candidate. Sammy Ray Pichardo, Alamo Promise candidate. Jada Rain Pitterman, Alamo Promise candidate. Armando Rabago. Benjamin Fidel Ramazani. Eric Nicholas Ramirez, Alamo Promise candidate. Joshua Michael Ramirez. Leslie Janira Ramirez, Alamo Promise candidate. Serenity Lenora Ramirez, Alamo Promise candidate. Jose Roberto Ramirez Trejo. Rogelio Roland Ramon III, Alamo Promise candidate. Angelina Mariah Reyes, Alamo Promise candidate. Julian Andreas Reyes. Michaela Jesselyn Reyes. Roman Jose Reyes, Alamo Promise candidate. Michelle Reyes Torres. Rodrigo Rios, Alamo Promise candidate. Marla Jean Rose Roberts, Alamo Promise candidate. Jacob Laco Rocha, Alamo Promise candidate. Layla Ariana Rocha, Alamo Promise candidate. Daniel Contreras Rodriguez III, Alamo Promise candidate. Ethan Michael Rodriguez, Alamo Promise candidate. Jonah Niam Rodriguez, Alamo Promise candidate. Justin Marie Rodriguez, Alamo Promise candidate. Okay, this isn't him. Jonathan Rodriguez Diaz, Alamo Promise candidate. Jacqueline Rojas Madrigal. Gerardo Romero Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Michael Romero Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Evelyn Rosas Ruiz, Alamo Promise candidate. Abdul Malik Sadat. Sana Sadat, Alamo Promise candidate. Azul Sainz Daniel, Alamo Promise candidate. They're not in order. Emma Olivia Salas, Alamo Promise candidate. Jaden Sebastian Sandoval, Alamo Promise candidate. Aaron Sandoval Sosa. Arissa Aylin Sanford, Alamo Promise candidate. Megan Nicole Servin, Alamo Promise candidate. Fareed Ahmad Sharif, Alamo Promise candidate. Jeremiah Kavan Shelton. Jose Lorenzo Silva. Julian Antonio Silva, Alamo Promise candidate. Kaylee Rain Skaggs, Alamo Promise candidate. Landon John Skaggs, Alamo Promise candidate. Jalen D. Vante Smith, Alamo Promise candidate. Emily Elizabeth Thomas, Bowl for Life Scholarship. Candice Lizette Tijerina Sanchez, Alamo Promise candidate. Miguel Francisco Tober, Alamo Promise candidate. Kevin Allen Torres, Alamo Promise candidate. Xavier Ancieto Torres, Alamo Promise candidate. Judith Torres Munoz, Alamo Promise candidate. Adrian Xavier Trevino, Alamo Promise candidate. Kui Pokoli Orianga Matea Ulu, Alamo Promise candidate. Nathan Daniel Valadez, Alamo Promise candidate. Athena Renee Valdez, Alamo Promise candidate. Elizabeth Irene Valdez. Alejandro Ruben Varela, Alamo Promise candidate. Jocelyn Melanie Vargas. That's my girlfriend! Maria Yesenia Velasquez, Alamo Promise candidate. Corey Brandon Villafuerte, Alamo Promise candidate. Gabriela Esquivel Villarreal, Alamo Promise candidate. Dominic Christopher Lewis Villaseñor, Jarvis Christian College Baseball Scholarship. Nevaeh Jade Washington. Devontae Charles Watson, Alamo Promise candidate. Ashlyn Ann Nicole Watts. Kyra Jaylee Williams. Marvin Nicholas Zacharias Mejia, Alamo Promise candidate. Ana Cristina Sumudio. Aiden Isaiah Zapata, Maryland Institute College of Art Visionary Scholarship. Mark Anthony Zapata Jr., Alamo Promise candidate. Ixia Jasmine Zapata B., Alamo Promise candidate. Daniela Zavala de los Santos, Alamo Promise candidate. Jose Andres Gonzalez.
All right, seniors, congratulations on receiving your diplomas. We ask that all parents and guests please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the ceremony, and then you will be able to meet them at the HEB Pavilion at the south entrance of the Alamo Dome. It is now my pleasure to bring back our Mistress of Ceremonies, Maria Yesenia Velasquez, to share closing remarks.
On behalf of the class of 2022, we appreciate everyone who joined us today for this milestone in our lives. We want to thank our parents, guardians, families for the support over the past 13 years. We want to thank our teachers, administrators, counselors, and other school staff for their instruction and their care for us during our time at the Legacy of Educational Excellence High School. Lastly, we would like to thank all of the volunteers who made this graduation ceremony possible for us today. Now we will have the playing of our school's alma mater. Words to the alma mater can be found on the inside front cover of your program, both paper and digital. Will the class of 2022 please rise and remain standing? I would like to leave you with this quote from Mickey Mouse. The best parts of life's journey is who you get to share it with it. Class of 2022, it has been my pleasure to share this journey with you. Seniors 2022, graduates 2022.